Good morning, everyone. Scott here from Pillow Partners. I'm not alone in the podcast studio today. It always makes me super excited, but double excited to be here with Heather, a very, very close friend, long-term supporter of Pillow and the business. Great advocate for our charity Pillow Safe Havens as well. So I want to jump on and share a little event. Sorry, not a little event, an amazing event. This is touring the country. We're going to be in London and Dublin, and we're bringing it to central Scotland as well. But before we talk about the event, Make It Happen event, actually Make It Happen is one of our core values here at Pillow Partners, which is why it caught my eye and wanted to share it with the audience. Any questions, if you're watching live, please put them in. I'll bring them on screen about it. If you're watching on the replay and seen it anywhere in social media and want to grab yourself a ticket, then get in touch. Before we talk about the event, let's talk about you. Heather, give us a little introduction to yourself, please.
Oh my God, where do I start? Well, as you say, I've known you for a long, long time, Scott, and we've always boosted each other along. We've got kind of the same brain power, I would say. So a little bit myself, being a single mum most of my life, been married for now 3 years. Yes, that's not how we know each other. It's certainly not. It's all business. We close that door. So very professional, both of us, and I have been in property education for 25 years of my life, and I absolutely loved it. And I always love to give back, and I was offered this opportunity from Pat Slattery. Would we make this happen, Heather? And we've made it happen. It's all coming alive now. It's getting very, very excited. So anyone out there who's interested in property, does any part about property, who wants a new career, either it's just to be an estate agency or wants a franchise and service accommodation, or just wants to learn how to buy the very, very, very first buy-to-let, then please come along.
Fantastic. And you said somebody mentioned to you, can we make this happen? I would imagine when somebody says, can we make this happen, Heather, that's a personal challenge to you to make it happen.
It certainly is, because as you know, I've always run marathons, and every marathon I ran, it was always through someone asking me, Heather, can you support me? Can you help me? And that's just my nature. So when I was told about this, I thought, absolutely phenomenal opportunity for lots of people. Yeah, we can make this happen. Mm-hmm. I'm a great believer in that. You only hold yourself back. Yep. You hold nobody else back. So why not?
So let's firstly talk about the date. When does this happen?
It's going to happen the 30th. So it starts off in Dublin on the 28th. We're in Dublin on London the 29th, and we're in sunny Glasgow on the 30th. And it's at Hamilton Racecourse. It will start at 10 o'clock morning. We have 10 sponsor tables, and each and every one of them will be part of Make It Happen as well, because they want to get involved in it. So we want to grow this event as well.
So 30th, a Sunday?
It's going to be a Sunday, yes. And to me, everybody that wants to make life change happens, they will be there on a Sunday, regardless of what. So if you're available that day, that'd be absolutely super to come along. There are some golden tickets out there, Scott.
Nice.
That you can either reach out to me or Scott or any other partner that you know I'm involved with, and see if you can get a golden ticket.
Fantastic. So the very broad name of this is the Make It Happen event, but there's some guest speakers as well. There's some people there.
Yeah, we've got some
going to be there.
Some super guest speakers. So we do have Pat Slattery, who's very, very well known international motivation and coach, and certainly will kick butt. So he's absolutely super. So he's going to be my main one. He set the event up. There's going to obviously be myself. There's obviously going to be Mark Dalton, hopefully, and Creative Finance is going to be coming up as well, which lots of people through my education will know both of us. We've got Alexander, who's going to come up, and he's going to be speaking regarding marketing systems and businesses. We've got Bodang, who's going to be speaking about WhatsApp magazines and how to take your business to the next level. We've also got other guest speakers, but I'm going to keep them private.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
not going to say who's coming and who's not coming at this point, but everyone that's coming, they will give you some power in your business. So it doesn't matter if you're just you be in the business or you're advancing the business, you will take away something from that day. There'll be lots of golden nuggets about.
Nice. And you raise a good point, whether you're newbie or advanced. some people might be a little bit put off, and I'm going to a big property event at a racecourse. There'll be hundreds of people there, all these experts from all over the world. I might feel a little bit nervous about that. It's not going to be an event where people should feel nervous. Everyone's welcome at all levels.
At all levels. I'm very, very much a Glaswegian through and through for the East End, and I will not change. And as I say, I come from a dyslexic family, so I look at students and think, where is your ability? Where do you want to come? I want people to feel at home. I don't want people to feel nervous. I know what that used to feel like when I used to travel to London regular, and I was in a room of 80 to 100 property people, and I used to think, oh my goodness. But you have to start somewhere, Scott. You have to just let that go. Just come along, have a coffee, have a chat, take away for what you can take away from it. If you want to go further in it, that's absolutely fine. There is no pressure. I don't do pressure. As a female, I know what that feels like. I know what that stomach feels like, getting knotted and nervous. Come along, just relax and take away from it what you want to take away from it. And that's probably what this Make It Happen is all about. It's about taking people out of the comfort zone, take them a step forward. If you want to go back to the comfort zone, it's your choice. But there's as you know yourself, Scott, in this property industry, there's a lot, it's all work together, and we all work hand in hand. And the reason being, we've all been paddling at some point, been nervous in situations, and we talk each other through it.
One thing I will say to reinforce and say exactly what Heather's saying is right, is many times I've went to events in London. We've been over to like Silicon Valley and been pitching in front of skyscrapers in San Francisco, and I've realized in dozens and dozens of times, maybe 100 times in my life, shit, I am the least successful person in the room. And when you hear that, you're going to an event, you're the least successful person in the room, and I used to see that as a little bit of an imposter syndrome feeling, a little bit of inadequacy. And now I've changed my mindset. I make sure I am the worst person in the room, because if I'm the best person in the room at a networking event, what am I going to get? If I'm the best person in the room at an event, it'll probably be me teaching it and I'm giving out and giving back. But if I'm in the top 10 people and I'm successful, I don't see that as a win. I see me being the worst person in the room, the least successful, because the other 100 people in the room are there to bring me up. Whereas, and that is a mindset shift, to be happy to actively seek out being the worst person in the room, because you're getting the maximum value. I think it took me many years to do that, and I wish I had done that a lot sooner than 40. I think I mastered that one, but I had 20 years in business of feeling anxious about being in rooms, and now wherever I am in that social business success scale, it doesn't matter to me. If I'm there to deliver value and maybe give something back to people where I was 10, 20 years ago, but if I'm the worst in the room, all those successful people up there are there to help. One thing I realised is when you see the kind of tall poppy thing in Scotland, if people don't like you doing well, you'll never get criticised by somebody more successful than you. Nobody will shoot your hopes and dreams down. It is only people who feel threatened by you leapfrogging them, your success. And I'll jokingly say I recently joined TikTok. And the only people that give me shit on TikTok are absolute losers. Nobody, you'll never build a business, you'll never be successful. It's only people who are threatened by your dreams. People more successful than me would never ever shoot me down. It's a business rule about entrepreneurs and successessful people.
It certainly is. Down. And again, it's one of these rules. If you are struggling in your business, we're the ones that will support you, because we probably came through that problem. Through our life, whether it's been financial problems, whether it's been staffing problems, whether it's been sickness problems, how do we take the business to the next level? You've got to speak to somebody above you, and you'll find that most entrepreneurs will come out there and they will help and support you. And again, once you get to that level, leave the no-sayers behind you. Everyone gets the no-sayers. And I love them when they come on and say, you're never going to do this, you're never going to do that. And I totally get it. But the bottom line is, what have they achieved in life?
Definitely.
Even if it's just their fitness. Do you know what I mean? If you just look at their fitness and whatever else, or you look at their health program, or have they ever actually achieved anything? So you have to make that choice. Now, you're right. Mindset's a big, big thing. It's a big thing for me. And goal setting's a big thing for me as well. And it's changing your habits. I think the biggest thing is, make this happen is going to change your habits from that day. If you want to change, if you're in an unhappy place, and again, there's opportunities. We've got an estate agent coming along for Keller Williams. So if I meet people that I don't like my job, change, speak to someone. Maybe that's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for yourself at Pillow Partners. They do the franchises.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So when people are in the industry and they want to shift the industry, then find something else if you're not happy where you are. It's about that mindset. Or we're going to be 20 years in one job. And I'm afraid that wasn't for me. I needed flexibility with 2 very small boys in my life. I needed that flexibility. I needed financial security, and I needed a better life for the boys. And I made that shift. And I am so grateful, because the amount of people I have met and have pushed me on and take me to the next level. And that's what it is. It's about your net worth.
Definitely. Now, I'll say something controversial here about taking action. Is people, well, I'm okay because I'm paying into my pension, guys. Every penny you're paying into your pension, you're not going to see. There's people got £1 million in a pension and getting a couple of grand a month. It's a joke. So your pensions ain't cutting it. Any money you're putting into your pension, you'd be better burning rather than paying your utility bills. You're going to need something else. And I know that's controversial, and it's the opposite advice. Pay into your pension, get a pension. Inflation's going to erode that away to nothing. Your pension is going to be, your state pension is going to be fucking worthless. You're going to need to do something more to support yourself. So that's my views on pensions.
Well, I'm going to add to that, actually. Way back in the day when I was paying into a private pension and I was left on one with two very small boys, I decided every penny was a prisoner. And I looked at this one pension pot I was paying, and I'll always remember it, and I'll broadcast. It was £138 a month, and it was going up rapidly every year. Mm-hmm. And I decided at that point, I am going to stop paying into that pension, and I'm going to buy my very first buy-to-let. With no education, made lots of mistakes, so that's why I appreciate education. And that £138 a month, I look at it as built my portfolio. And it was a mind shift. It was just, I need to stop paying that. But what am I going to do with them? I need to find an asset. So I put it into that mortgage money every month, so I didn't have to take out any money out my wages. And that was just the mindset. So when I look at my portfolio and I look at my state pension now, and I'm getting to 60 this year. So 50, yeah, I would love that. But I'm never going to retire. So I'll put that out there as well. But when I look at my state pension, and it has came through to me, and I think, is that what I would have to live off of? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There is no way I would get to see my boy in Australia. There's no way I would get to do the things I want to do with my other boy in the UK. So I'm thinking, no, I'm really pleased now that I bought a brick, mm-hmm. and I took the mindset of, I don't trust my pension pot. So if there's people out there get pension pots and they don't know what to do with them, there is different things we can do with it. Yeah. And we will discuss that in depth as well. So yeah, you have choices to make. I made that choice. I'm not giving away this money every month because I've got no guarantee over it. I need to be in control. And as a single mum, I became in control of that £138 because nobody else was going to get the control jumping in the water with it. Or imagine
the difference, and again, the compound effect. And if you read Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect, the money that would have made over those 20 years or whatever, you would have traded in £1 million property portfolio for getting 6-7 grand a year of pension, which is, what's 7 grand a year going to be with inflation at 10% a year or whatever it is? It's they'll scrap all this for central bank digital currencies anyway. So every penny you've paid in is just going to be obliterated. But would you rather have 6 grand a year or £1 million worth of property that's chilling off 50-60 grand profit a year? You're 10x in your money.
Exactly.
But that's is it a Japanese proverb or Hindu proverb? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is the 30th at Hamilton Racecourse.
Exactly. And I love to see everyone there. Everyone wants to see that Wednesday. What I have found, Scott, isn't it quite funny, is through the COVID period, or the people that's just getting to the 60 stage now and think, where's my pension? Mm-hmm. My pension's worth nothing. Heather, that was a no sales 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Heather, can you teach me something about property?
20 years too late.
20 years too late. And I thought, well, it's never too late because we never know where we're going to go. So just take the action.
Yep.
Okay. And let's work you through it. And that's what a lot of them are doing now. They've came to me now and they say, Heather, I apologise years ago when I thought you were absolutely crazy. Why were you doing what you were doing? But I now see the benefits on it. And I now know the people that you've helped. And can you help me? And I apologise. And I thought, well, apology is better than nothing. So let's move on.
Perfect. Listen, 3 questions. One, when is this event? Just tell us the date and time again.
It's going to be the 30th of this month. It's going to be in Hamilton Racecourse. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to 4:30, and you're going to get lots of golden nuggets.
Next question, is there a ticket price to this?
It's on Eventbrite, and it's about £20 for the ticket price, but there is golden tickets available.
I was expecting you to say hundreds of pounds.
Well, to be fair,
20 quid's a great
to
price.
be fair, we did, but as you realise as well, school holidays coming up, people are obviously working the money. I work with a lot of clients just now, and everything's about fund and not having the funds. So we just went, you know what? Who can afford 20 quid? If you can't take your mindset and change yourself in £20, we have a problem.
Yep. Final question is, how do people get it? You said Eventbrite. We'll share the link under this video.
It's on Facebook. It will be on social media. We're going to be sharing this link. I actually came here just to say hello to someone.
I know. You'll notice
I have to sort out the charity shop. And I've ended up being put on the live screen. So I do apologise, was not expected.
You came in for a cup of coffee. I've not even had a chance to sip it yet.
Never mind, that's what it's about, isn't it? So cheers, everyone. Yes, so it will be, you'll see it on social media all this week. If you reach out to anyone that knows me, if there's any golden tickets about, you can maybe certainly get them. As I said, all the sponsors have got theirs, but it is £20, and I think it's well worth £20 for these people to come speak. 5 main people are coming. They're coming up to Glasgow to give you value for money, and if you don't see value in that, then
Yep. Guys, I'll do even one better. And 20 quid is a ticket price, and I want the adults to pay it. I want the people with, listen, everybody can pay 20 quid. It's a couple of Costa coffees. It's a packet of fags. But the audience looking, if you know young entrepreneurs, young kids, young people that are perhaps making wrong choices in life and need to be in a room full of inspiring people, but they don't have £20, Pillow's going to buy 5 of these. So we'll buy 5 and give them. So I want you to share this video. It's a long video for the end result here, but through our charity Pillow Safe Havens, we want to support young entrepreneurs. So if you know anyone that can't afford this, it might even, it could be an adult as well, but anybody that you think would be beneficial to coming along to this event, don't ask for a free ticket. Don't be a scumbag if you've got a 20, 30, 40 grand a year job. If you can buy a ticket, these are for people that would not be able to afford it. And if you want to nominate someone, we will get a ticket. You can take them along. We'll pay for the ticket. Hopefully a young entrepreneur, maybe going down a bad thing in life, that would benefit from being around amazing, inspirational people like Heather. Please get in touch. I will share the link, but please share that with anyone you know that would want a free ticket. They're not free. I'm going to buy them from my own money and donate them to 5, we'll say young people, but 5 people in society that would really benefit from this. So I'd love your help to share this, share that message, and any nominations you have would be fantastic. I'll let Heather get on with her tea. She only popped in. I want to jump on and do a live, share the love. I know how amazing this event's going to be behind the scenes. I've seen Heather speaking, run networking events here. I've seen the absolute value she can deliver in 5 minutes. If you have a whole day with Heather and her team, it's just going to be absolutely mind-blowing and life-changing. Have a great day, everyone.